Hey guys, welcome back to Toyota Beasley. My name is Tucker. Here with Mr. Alex here. Of course, he is our accessories specialist. So everything accessories is this man right here. So behind us is a truck that you guys have probably seen, a brand new, it is a 2023 Tacoma. And I think the emphasis that I'm really kind of wanting to put on this truck is brand new. So, full factory warranty, preferred interest rates through Toyota, things like that. So that's kind of where I want to start with this. But obviously, we've done a lot to this truck. It is Norris built, so it's something that we definitely wanted to show out and show off, and kind of want to talk about what's on it. And I want to kind of give you guys some insight of some things that we would do with this truck, because it's not one that you just want to drive to work every day. This is something that you definitely want to take off the road, seek adventure. So this is something that definitely wants to live on the trail and off the pavement. So Alex, tell us a little bit about kind of some of the things on here. I think the bumper is probably the first thing that kind of sticks out on this truck.
Right, yes, and like Tucker said, this is something very, very special. One of the things I want to point out before we start is the fact that all this stuff that you guys see on this truck was done in-house by our professional techs. Years and years of experience and that standard of quality that you guys know and love. So we're going to start out with the front here. We have a Cali raised metal bumper. We also have the dual row LED light bar in there as well, and the Warn winch hidden behind the front bumper. So this setup here is going to help you guys get out of any type of spot that you might find yourself in out there while you guys are hitting the trails or hunting or whatever it is that you may be doing. And of course, also it gives the truck a great aggressive off-road look as well.
I'll tell you one thing I love about the winch in this particular setup. I love how the plug-in for the winch is right here on the outside. I've seen some to where you have to open up the hood, go down,
They're kind of hidden and hard to get to.
Exactly.
Accessibility is awesome with this setup here. So,
and Warn, of course, is, they're the best of the best in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But really, this is going to make sure you're kind of stuck proof, right?
Pretty much.
As long as you have something to hook it to.
Exactly. That's
a big tree, another car,
another vehicle.
something.
I was about to say, and it's going to come in handy. Whether you guys find yourself in a spot where you need to get yourself pulled out, or if there's a friend or somebody that needs help too. This setup is going to come in handy in so many different ways.
Yep. And the hooks as well. This is, Jay, I don't know if you've seen these hooks, but do they get much more heavy duty than that?
That's about top of the line.
On a mid-sized truck like this?
Yes, that's probably going to be the best that you're able to do, and really, you're not going to need much more than that.
Now, the cool thing about this too, of course, you see with the new Tacoma, you have the Toyota Safety Sense. So what you're actually looking at here is the millimeter wave radar. It is not impacted at all by anything you see here. So all the great standard equipment you have from Toyota is not impacted. You don't have to sacrifice anything because of the packages on this truck. That's one thing we wanted to make sure we highlighted when we built this truck, is we don't want to take away from the standard of Toyota. We want to add to that standard. How bright are these lights right here? If you're driving at night through a trail, is it going to look like daytime probably?
Oh, for sure. It's going to be able to light up. You're going to have no problem seeing, where you're headed or see the trail in front of you. They're bright during the day, and they're even brighter at night.
Yep, and it does have, you can, during the day, if you wanted to drive around with just the amber, you can actually choose which one you want on. So you can turn off the white and just have the amber, or you can do vice versa. So some cool things there. In Cali raised, we have the Cali raised front fog lights. What's the importance of, and this might just be my ignorance, Alex, but what's the importance of it being amber versus white? Is that just a preference?
It is a preference, but at the same time, it also offers a little bit more, I would say, illumination at night.
Okay.
It's going to show you things in a different way, which is probably important when you're out on the trails, especially being able to see trees or other things that you might not normally be able to see.
Probably why this light's also amber?
Correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
I've always wondered that. Never knew the answer.
Yeah,
I'm glad you knew the answer.
And they look cool. They look great. They kind of tie in the whole look with the light bar and everything. And while we're looking at the light bar, Jay, if you want to show them, we also have the Cali raised low profile roof rack as well with the built-in LED lights. So even more illumination if you guys are out kind of setting camp up or whatever it is that you may be doing, you have that as well. And of course, the Cali Rays is still the high quality strength steel that they use for the builds on it.
So it can support, you know, any other attachments you want to put on top.
Right.
Equipment. It could probably even support if you wanted to buy like a camper or a tent attachment or something
Correct.
like that.
Right. Yeah. No, they hold a lot of weight up there, and like you said, a lot of different reasons or different uses for that roof rack.
Let's talk about some of the Toyota stuff that's on here.
Okay.
Because Toyota does have some great accessories also.
Sure.
I guess we'll start with the wheels and kind of show them underneath the car a little bit, and the running boards too.
So the TRD wheels, that's something that's very, very popular among Toyota enthusiasts. I mean, they're just a great looking wheel all around.
It's iconic.
Right. I mean,
you go to a trail, you could probably bet $1,000 that you'll see that wheel.
Exactly.
You'll probably win every time.
And across the platform, whether it's a 4Runner or anything like that. Of course, here we have it wrapped into Wild Peak, the Falcon Wild Peak mud terrain, and it comes in a popular size at 285, 70, 17. So normally you can't actually run this tire without having some interference issues, but we also have the TRD lift kit through Toyota as well, and that's a true 2-inch lift in the front and a 1-inch lift in the rear, and that's actually what gives you the ability to be able to have that size tire on there. So very, very cool. And then the running boards as well have that rough almost bed liner texture to them, so they're going to hold up good against mud, water, all kinds of terrain. Those are through Toyota as well.
I don't know if you can tell by the video, but he did. I guess by camera it's kind of harder to see, but this is a very, number one, durable, but number two, it's like very grippy material there. So if you did have muddy boots or things like that, you know, slipping is, if there is one that is as, I guess, slip resistant as possible.
Like we said earlier, it does have the 1-inch lift in the rear as well, so it really flans out the truck, evens it out, gives it a nice even look. But we also have the bed rack back here as well, and it has the panels on the side, so you guys can place your gas cans on here, your water cans. On this side, Jay, if you want to show them, we have the traction boards as well. So kind of what, going back to what Tucker was talking about with being able to get out of pretty much any situation, is these traction boards are going to help out a lot if you kind of find yourself stuck in the mud or something like that. Along with that winch in the front, is really going to be able to pull you out of any sticky situation you put yourself into.
So I feel like I've seen videos of people like with shovels and stuff trying to get underneath the tires.
Right.
Does this kind of eliminate that need?
Yeah, so if you're stuck, and the idea is you're going to be able to put them into the rear tire and give the tire something to grip onto, rather than just kind of spinning in the mud. That's going to give them that little push that it needs to get you out.
Yep. And on top of here too, you could put, I mean, this I'm sure will carry plenty of weight.
Oh yeah, really. I mean, and that's what's so nice about these bed racks, is that they have a lot of uses, not just for off-roading, but I mean even hunting, or you know, even for work. If you ever find yourself in a spot where you need to move some supplies around or stuff like that, you can definitely put them up there and be worry-free.
So when I see this truck, like instantly, like boom, this is going to go in like the hunting camp.
Yes.
Like this is perfect. The camo.
Yep.
I mean, this is really a truck to where you don't even have to have. This is the camp.
Right.
That's the thing. You can make this the camp. So if you want to go on a trip, I mean, of course, it is a Tacoma. It is equipped to tow. You have all the, you know, 4-pin or the 6-pin attachments there. How much fun would that be to go on a hunting trip, take this, and that's all you need?
I mean, and if you think about it, it's going to be able to take you places that you might not normally be able to go to because of the equipment that you have on the setup. But like you were saying, if you have that tent up there, you're going to be able to, you know, really get lost out there in the wilderness and hit spots that maybe other people haven't even seen. So,
taking maybe, you know, pulling the Polaris, something like that. So the even more delicate places you would need to go.
Correct.
You could take that, then come back over here, maybe put a camper on top. I mean, really, with a vehicle like this, I mean, the possibilities are endless.
It is.
And just getting out into the wilderness is something that we don't really get a chance to do much anymore. So having a truck like this, being able to do that, I mean, it makes me want to buy it right now.
Yes.
But also, guys, you know, we do have the Norris Built badge on the back. That's something that we don't take lightly. You know, when we first started to go in this venture of doing more overlanding, more outfitting, and things like that, there really aren't dealerships that are doing this. And kind of the value of that, like Alex was mentioning earlier, is you get the quality that Toyota Veasley is always going to provide. You get the customer service that Toyota Veasley is always able to provide. You get the great deals that we always are able to provide to you guys. We put a lot of pride into that badge, just like we always have the Toyota Veasley badge. So, guys, I think this is something that once you see it, once you drive it, you're absolutely going to fall in love with this truck. It won't be here long. We just finished it last week, put the finishing touches on it. I'm sure you've seen it as you've been driving by every once in a while, but we were, really it's kind of been a work in progress, and we've just completed it. So we are ready to rock and roll. Come by and see it for yourself. Alex, thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
We'll see you guys soon.